Hey guys, Fortune here. Back on the second video to show you how the weapon crafting system works, along with the new ammunition crafting system. It does all use the forge. Hopefully you are aware already of what the forge is all about. If not, I'll run through it briefly with you. But this is the forge. You make it with stone, 8 to be exact. You put your molds in here, and you put your iron in here, your lead, your brass, whatever corresponds with the mold that you have. You put your fuel in here, and basically it just starts making the ingots for you. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make break down weapons, and we're going to learn how to make infinite weapons as long as you have the iron for it. So basically, what you need to do is well, you don't have to, but in order to figure out how to do it on your own, you hit this breakdown weapon button here. And it says place a weapon on the output grid to salvage the parts from it. So basically what you do is you have, say, 7 pistols. You know, pistols are overly abundant in the world. You put your pistol in the output zone, and you'll see that it breaks down into 3 core parts. The components here, you can actually only grab one. So if I grab this one, and I put another one up here, and then I grab this one, and I put this one in here, and I grab this one, I have the materials to actually make the pistol act again. So here it is. I'd put the parts in, I'd do it, I'd make a pistol. The submachine gun breaks down into 3 basic components: an MP5 stock, an MP5 receiver, and an MP5 barrel. Again, you need 3 submachine guns to get all the core components that you need in order to make the molds that you need to make the parts so that you can assemble the gun to have, again, unlimited weapons. I actually am going to demonstrate with the sniper rifle because the sniper rifle is a little unique in that it does have 5 basic core components. You will need 5 sniper rifles in order to learn all of the recipes to make this sniper rifle. So, if you are lucky enough to have found 5, you take these one at a time, and you just take the parts out one at a time until you have the unique individual parts to make the molds to make unlimited sniper rifles, which is amazing. I love that weapon. Okay, so what we need to do is, again, the core mold that you need to make anything is always going to be in this shape. In the case of the weapon crafting, it's actually one lower. So you're going to go right here. The part that you're going to put in to create a mold out of is always going to go in the center. Then just surround the bottom of it and the 2 sides with clay. So I'm going to make a stock. I'm going to make a receiver. Make a handguard. The barrel and the scope. So now we have the 5 molds that we need to make unlimited sniper rifles, or potentially unlimited pistols, unlimited submachine guns. I will get into the shotguns in a little bit. They're a little bit different. So basically, what you need to do is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forges here on the bottom. I'm just going to start over here. I'm going to put, first of all, I'm just going to go just as like an assembly line, and I'm going to put all the molds in to get that out of the way. So if you look here, oops. If you look here, it says the metal needed to make this item is 1.3. The metal that you need is actually iron. So I'm going to take some iron ingots. I'm going to put 1 in here, and you'll see that I have 3 pounds. So if you do the math, I will actually get 2 of these stocks. So I'm going to put a wood burning source in here. That might be enough. If not, I'll come back. Here is the receiver. It takes 1.9, so we'll actually end up getting 1 receiver component part for that. The handguard, it takes 1.9, so we'll get 1 from 1 ingot. So if you would, if you want to make 5 or 6 of these, just chuck like 7 or 8, 5 or 6 iron ingots, whatever you need to. Do the math a little bit. You can always put more iron in and finish up the iron in there. As it stands right now, the iron doesn't retain. If I take this mold out, any leftover is just going to be gone. I didn't light either of these, so let's go do that real quick. And I'll put this one in here. I'll put a little fuel in there. Put an ingot up here. Come back to the beginning. See, we've got 2 stocks. We have 1 receiver. That plinking noise means that it's done making an item. You have a whole series of forges going. It's quite satisfying. It sounds like money going into the bank. Okay, the scopes are only half a pound. So if you put a 3-pound ingot in there, you're going to get 6 of those. Which is fine. You know, some of the other ones you're only getting 1. The stock you're getting 2 of. So now we have the core component parts that we need to actually create our own sniper rifle. So if you go down here, and I actually have already learned this recipe. So if you hit sniper rifle, if you don't know where the parts go, it's kind of logical. You think about, you need to put them in order of how the gun actually works. You know, I am a gun aficionado. I do go to the gun range. I do own my own gun. But if you put the sniper rifle stock, the receiver, the handguard, the barrel, and the scope in here, you will get a fully assembled sniper rifle. And you will always have these molds, unless you somehow blow up your forge or the chest that you contain them in. These don't go bad. You will just have these in here. So, unlimited sniper rifles as long as you have the iron to deal with it. So we have created our sniper rifle. The same thing would go if, you know, we wanted to assemble the pistol. The same thing would go if we wanted to assemble the submachine gun. That said, we're going to get rid of the stuff, and we're going to focus now on the shotguns, which are somewhat similar, but somewhat different. And actually, I'm not going to go through the entire process. I just want to show you how some of these work. If you break down a pump shotgun, you're going to get 2 metal parts, the barrel and the receiver. You would do the same thing. You would make a mold of each of these. You know, you need 2 pump shotguns for this, because these 2 component parts here are actually wooden, and I'll show you how to make that. So you would just need 2 pump shotguns, get each 2 of these components, create the molds out of them. The sawed-off also has 2 wooden parts and 2 metal parts, the short barrel and the receiver. So you would break 2 sawed-off pump shotguns down to get the 2 metal parts that you need to make the molds. The other parts are actually, funnily enough, made out of plywood. So grab yourself some plywood. I don't think that the old burnt out wood will work, but we'll test that real quick here. I'm not thinking that it will. It doesn't. Okay, and I'll show you that recipe. So, you scroll down here, you'll see these few little things here. The shotgun pump, the short stock, and the shotgun stock. So if you click one of these, it's going to show you these 2 highlighted here. It's just plywood. Both of these shotguns use the shotgun pump. They both use the same one. So if you're going to make 2, you know, 1 of each of these, grab 2 of these. And then you need to make the stocks for each. And the shotgun stock is this little thing. It looks like it's got duct tape wrapped around it. You can see that it's obviously for this weapon here. You go ahead and grab that. And the pump shotgun stock is 3 of these. You know, it's just wood. You grab that. So you would just, when you're assembling this, take these, you know, wooden parts here along with the metal parts that you use the forging system for to create your shotgun. Unlimited shotguns. Right there. As long as you have wood and iron, you can make your shotguns. So, we now know how to make pistols, submachine guns, sniper rifles, and the 2 shotguns that are craftable in the weapon right now. So that's awesome and amazing, but we have no freaking ammunition because it has been so nerfed in this game. It is so difficult to get a hold of ammunition that most people just use crossbows until they figure out this forging system. You will find in this game 7.62, 10, and 9mm bullets. You will also find something in this game called metal casings. You'll find them in cars and cardboard boxes. You'll find them on people. You'll just find them. You find them, say you'll have 85 and you think, oh great, I can make 85 bullets. That's amazing. It's nothing. 85 bullets is literally 85 bullets. It's not 85 reloads. So you need to learn how to make bullets, and you need to learn how to make bullets fast. So what you're going to do is you're going to, with that ore that you got in the previous episode, you're going to make yourself pickaxe, and you're going to tunnel underground. You're going to spend I want to tell you to spend a good night cycle underground just collecting lead, iron, coal, and the most important thing, I think, in this game right now is potassium. So you're going to want to break your potassium down into potassium nitrate. You're going to want to break your coal down into coal. You're going to then want to combine these two things and make yourself some gunpowder. Gunpowder is amazing. They have actually buffed the amount that you get back. I think if I had 30 before, I want to say that I would have gotten maybe 60 gunpowder. I don't exactly remember how that worked, but I do know that they buffed it a lot. You actually get 10 for every piece of this that you have. So you get 300 gunpowder for 30 of those. So it's just 3 blocks of ore and 3 blocks of potassium, or coal and potassium will give you 300 gunpowder. So then what we need to do is we need to figure out how to assemble a bullet. First, we need to figure out how to disassemble a bullet. So, again, in the weapon breakdown, it's the same concept. You put a bullet in here, and you'll get the component parts. Again, only one. You need that bullet tip. So you grab the bullet tip. All of the tips, all of the casings are the same. It doesn't matter which one you're using. The only difference between any of these bullets is the amount of gunpowder you need to create it. So you're going to want to grab yourself a bullet casing. Yes, you find them, and that's great and all, but I want to show you from scratch how you would if maybe by chance you didn't find one. So now we have a bullet casing and a bullet tip. Again, we need to go back to the clay, and we need to create a mold. So you're going to put your bullet casing in there, and you're going to grab that mold. You're going to put your bullet tip in here, and you're going to grab that mold. Now we're going to come back to our forges, and we're going to put our bullet tip mold in here. We're going to come in here, and we're going to put our bullet casing mold in here. So, what we need to do then is, it says here, it's kind of important because a lot of people don't really take the time to read the interface. Metal type needed lead. A lot of people don't know that if you're not like a gun person, just a lot of people just don't know that they're lead tipped. Of course, they're trying to all of them now, but we won't talk about that. So basically what we need to do is we need to get some lead ingots. Now you'll see the weight needed to make the casing, or the tip, is 0.1. So if we put 3 pounds of lead in here and give it a little bit of fuel, you'll see how fast it pinks out. It tink, 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 and you get 4 at a time. You almost can't keep up with it. But we're going to go over here, we're going to let that run, and we're going to do our bullet casings. Bullet casings, it says 0.1 pounds needed, again, just like the tip. The metal type needed is brass. That's why it's super, super important for you to scavenge for brass all of the time. You just need to be getting brass. I haven't found nearly enough of it in the world to keep me entertained. I haven't done a lot of scavenging, though, so we go over here, we grab some of that, let's put, it looks like we're already, put another one in here, and let those clink out a little bit more, and we'll grab our bullet casings. So now we have our gunpowder, we have our casings, and we have our tips. So let's create some ammunition. You can see here I've already done this. 10mm takes 2 gunpowder. It's always, again, it's always the tip on the top, the casing on the bottom. The only difference is how much gunpowder you need. So you make a few 10mm. Let us, well, I'm not going to do that. I want to show you guys. The 7.62 takes, of course, you think it's a long bullet. It needs more gunpowder. Bullet tip, casing, gunpowder. Spam that a little bit. And the last one is a 9mm, which is the shortest little bullet. Just needs 1 gunpowder. I don't care for the pistol. I tend to use the submachine gun and the sniper rifle. And I love the shotguns. I love the pump shotgun. It's my favorite thing in the world. So that's how you make these bullets. How do you make these? Well, for that, you need some paper. Paper is amazing. I love it. Can't get enough of it. TNT, shotgun shells. It's great. So, to make a shotgun shell, it used to be a lead ingot, an iron ingot, paper, and gunpowder. It is no more. Now, what you do is you put lead in here, and you're going to get buckshot. Take that buckshot out, and you should see, if you have paper and gunpowder in your hand, you should see shotgun shells. And there they are. It's paper on the bottom. Just think of it as like paper needs to wrap around the gunpowder and the buckshot to hold it in. Of course, you theoretically need plastic, but not ultra-realistic zombie apocalypse. So you put your buckshot in, you put your gunpowder in, you put your paper in, you make your shotgun shells. Now, I want to let you know, in case you aren't aware yet, we didn't just make 19 reloads, or, 10 reloads, or 9 reloads. We made, even though this shows 3 shotgun shells, we just made 19 individual shotgun shells. We made 10 individual bullets, 9 individual bullets. So, I don't think I have, do you have a shotgun? So if I go over here, and I fire a few rounds, you see I lost half my ammo. In the old school way, if I would have hit reload, it would have taken the 4 bullets that I have in there and dropped them on the ground, and it would have put a brand new fresh load of bullets into my weapon. Right now what's going to happen is, you see I have 19, I'm going to hit the reload button, it goes down to 15. I need 4 bullets in that shotgun, and it is going to only give me 4 bullets in that shotgun. So basically what you can do is you can run around, shoot, clear out an area, and reload as you go. Constantly reload your weapon. We've all played Left 4 Dead. We all love it. Reloading. The same thing goes with the other ammunition, submachine gun. Going to fire off a few rounds. Now you see I have all of those empty bullet holes, and I have 10 bullets to go in there. And I'm going to hit reload. It's going to take all 10, and it is only going to give me 10. So, again, gunpowder, brass, lead, very important in this update. Very important in this update. You cannot get enough of it. Even if I were to make everything that I had here, I have 69 bullets for my pistol. That doesn't last long, especially if it's all you have is a pistol at the moment, and you have 69, 70, 80, 50, God forbid, 20 9mm ammo on you. It's not going to do you very good. But that's it. That is shotgun shells, 7.62. That is 9mm. That is 10mm. That is how to disassemble, create molds for, and reassemble your weapons. It works on everything. Of course, the rocket launcher doesn't work. It's not technically a gun. The hunting rifle doesn't work. Don't know why. Don't know if it ever will, but it just doesn't. It doesn't even seem to want to, so they haven't added it in. That's it. That's weapon crafting and ammunition making in a nutshell. I hope that this video helps you. I hope that you've learned something. I have seen a lot of people that didn't know that you could break the weapons down. They didn't know that you could create basically unlimited weapons as long as you keep your iron going to make your pickaxe, keep your iron going to make your pieces, keep your brass and your lead going to make your ammunition, and of course potassium and coal. Never-ending supply of that. You want as much of it as you can get. I highly suggest that you mine with TNT. It cuts out a 3-block wide by 3-block deep. If you go into the center, cut out the first square, and go into the center, cut out the second square of stone, put your TNT in there, and shoot it. You do get all of the blocks. So if you have iron and lead and potassium and coal in there, you will get those. It is by far the best way to mine right now, especially since the auger is broken. On top of that, though, I even think it beats the auger, even if it wasn't broken. You don't have to stop constantly and refill. You just hit E. So I want to show you a new thing here. Does not always work, but if you have a bunch of stuff here, if you died or you have a bunch of stones and stuff on the ground, you shift and click E and it's not working. See, I said it doesn't always work, but it's supposed to have a magnetic system on there. That's supposed to sort of bring everything to you. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to move into a different area. See if it doesn't work. And it's not. It's real buggy. But it does work a lot. It does not work a lot. That's it. That's my video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you had fun. I hope I wasn't too boring. I've only done a couple videos. I'm not monetized or anything, so don't worry about it. I'm not trying to make a dime off of this. I hope you guys Have fun playing 7 Days to Die. I love it. It's my favorite game. I have like 140 hours in this game. I play it all the time. I watch it on Twitch. Have a great day. I will maybe talk to you later. Bye!